I love these cherry crumb muffins. They have a moist interior, a crunchy topping, and the fun twist of tart cherries. First, I'm going to spray the pan. We're using 2 pans because this recipe makes 24. So these pan sprays are great. They save time, they're easy. And since this recipe makes so many muffins, you can freeze them for the weekend or for during the week. Now we're going to start with our crumb topping. I'm in the small work bowl. I'm going to add my pecans. And I'm going to give these a quick pulse. Now, we're going to add the butter. And this topping is going to be so crunchy. We're going to add the flour and brown sugar. So I'm going to crumble that in. Cinnamon and a little bit of salt. You want to make sure your butter is nice and chilled. We're going to process this until it gets really crumbly, just like you would like a pie crust. All right, the topping is made. I'm going to remove the small work bowl. Set that out here. That turned out just great. I'm removing the stem adapter, and then I'm going to put in a large chopping blade. And now we're going to sift our ingredients. So we have the flour, and we're in the medium work bowl. That was the baking soda and salt. Now I'm adding the cinnamon. I'm going to run this for about 10 seconds to sift the dry ingredients. Now I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to remove the top and then pull out the large chopping blade. And then this is our medium work bowl, which we have our sifted ingredients. So that's going to go right over here. And this is so great because there's 3 bowls that you get to work from. Next, we're going to add the milk, brown sugar, and regular sugar. We're going to pop the lid back on. I'm going to run this just till it's blended. Okay, that looks great. Now I'm going to take the eggs and add the oil and the vanilla. Give it a little bit of a whisk. Now with the machine running, I'm going to add that through the small feed tube. All right, I'm going to remove the top. And then we're going to add in our sifted ingredients. I'm going to replace the top. We're going to run the dough on for about 5 seconds. And you don't want to over-process. That looks beautiful. I'm going to scrape this down. See that batter? That just is gorgeous. And we're going to add tart dry cherries, which are some of my favorites. They're going to add a lovely little tanginess to these muffins. Put those in. Put our lid back on. I'm going to just pulse for a couple of seconds. Not too much. You don't want to chop those cherries up. That does it. Now we're going to fill the muffin tins. All right, we're going to fill each muffin tin about 3/4 full. I'm using a nice scoop. This makes it very easy to do. It takes about 2. Look at that batter. That's going to be delicious. Just keep going. And then after they're all full, we're going to do our little crunchy topping. Now, if you don't have dried cherries and you want to use dried cranberries, that's another great thing too. You could do dates in this recipe. You could also put nuts in here or nutmeg. You know, feel free to jazz it up how you like it. I filled the last muffin. And we have the small work bowl with our crumb topping. I've removed the small chopping blade, and now I'm going to sprinkle the topping on. You can always refrigerate this too if you want to keep it a little bit chunkier while you're making your dough. I'm putting about a tablespoon on top here. And this topping has pecans on it. You can always do walnuts, hazelnuts, any kind of nuts that you like. And I'm putting the last of the topping on the muffins here. We're gonna bake these at 400 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. Now remember, these are great for a brunch, they're great for during the week, and they're wonderful to freeze for when you don't have time to cook. So I hope you cook these up at home.